Your subconscious mind is very powerful, but also very vulnerable. Vulnerable to attacks. There's a war out for your subconscious mind because people know if they can alter your belief system, if they can shift your paradigm, they can have a slight bit of control over you. They know if I show you this ad enough, if I put an advertisement before every YouTube video, if I put a nice little song, a nice little jingle, it might stick in people's minds enough where they'll buy our product. Andrew Tate knows that maybe if I call these kids brokies enough, they'll want to buy my course on how to make money. That's actually what he says on one of his courses. Sell to their insecurities. That's what he does. Calls people brokies, flexes his cars, and then he says, buy my course. I'm about to teach you what the subconscious mind is and how to reprogram. I'm going to help you change your fucking life. Once you learn what the subconscious mind is and how to reprogram it, you will look at life differently. You will see the attacks before they even fucking come. You will see people like Andrew Tate and just immediately know, okay, I'm not going to buy that guy's shit. Yeah, maybe he has some good ideas about discipline, whatever. But you'll hear him and just move on with your life because you got better shit to do than listen to another fucking grown man call you a brokey all day. So what is the subconscious mind? The subconscious mind is our habits and beliefs. Our subconscious mind is a giant tape recorder that records everything we go through, every event, every action, every thought we have, every emotion. It records it all and stores it in our mind. And also, you may have heard that and thought, well, I can't even remember what I ate yesterday for lunch. What do you mean it stores everything in our mind? Memories are stored in our mind from very altered states of being, from either very positive or very negative events. And this is actually how our subconscious mind learns things. It learns from emotions, and it also learns from repetition, specifically repeating an action, a thought, or an emotion for 21 days straight will reprogram those thoughts, emotions, or actions into your subconscious mind. And then once it's a subconscious belief, a subconscious habit, it will be your autopilot behavior for 95% of the day. Before I get into the steps on how to actually reprogram the subconscious mind, there's two more things I need to tell you about the subconscious mind that you need to remember as clear as day. 1, your subconscious mind has no concept of imagination and reality. This is why if you watch a scary movie, you know it's pixels on a screen, you know it's sound vibrations coming out of a TV speaker. Consciously, that's what you think. But subconsciously, you get scared, right? You believe that this is actually happening to you. So be very aware of the things you're consuming, the TV shows, news, anything that is creating an emotion, a thought that you don't want to think or feel. So I had to stop watching news, get off of social media. I highly recommend you are very aware of the things you consume because, as I said, your subconscious mind is always on. It is always recording. It stores everything into your mind. And one thing I forgot to mention, it is in a very vulnerable state while you are sleeping. You go into a brainwave state called theta where you absorb all information like a fucking sponge. So instead of falling asleep to a TV show or some bullshit that you're doing now, some music, start listening to affirmations. It will reprogram your mind without any effort at all. So highly recommend. So yeah, your subconscious mind, no concept of imagination or reality. And then the second thing I wanted to tell you guys about before we get into the next step, your subconscious mind has no concept of past or future. All it knows is now. This is why people will think about a past event, a traumatic event maybe, a bad time in their life. You can feel that emotion again as if that event is happening in this present moment because your body believes that it is happening again and again and again. The more you think about it, the more you repeat it. As I said before, your subconscious mind learns from repetition and emotion. So what are you doing when you keep thinking about that negative event? If you got rejected by a girl, she called you ugly, you keep thinking of that event, you feel like shit, you keep telling yourself, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly. You start to believe you're ugly. It's in your subconscious mind now. You truly believe you're ugly. You walk around like everyone thinks you're the ugliest man on the planet. You're not going to be making eye contact with cute girls. You're going to be fucking slouching, not confident in yourself. You need to fix your fucking mind. So here's the steps that we can actually take. I know this is what you've been waiting for, but before we even get to that, I want to tell you, this is going to be fucking hard, bro. This is going to take you 21 days straight of consistent work. 21 days of repetition and emotion, which I will get into in a sec. First, write down one goal. Only do this for one goal. Because if you try to achieve 15 different goals at once, this method won't work. You won't actually reprogram your subconscious mind, and you will think, oh, affirmation, all this shit, you'll think it doesn't work, right? Use this as an experiment. Pick one goal and say, this month, I am experimenting with my life. I'm going to go balls to the wall with this goal. I'm going to make shit happen. If you truly put in the fucking work, you will see that goal be achieved in front of your fucking eyes. This is what the true law of attraction is. This is what true manifestation is. And you will think, holy fuck, I've been living my life the wrong way my entire life. And then you can do this for more goals and more goals and more goals. But step one, set one goal. And then also I wrote down, this isn't something you need to do, but I highly recommend because I can't do anything without these two things. First, create a routine. So plan out your entire day, every second of the day. Try to be as productive as possible all day long. And then second, you need, at least I need, that accountability to do those things daily, to build those habits. So I create a habit tracker, and each day I'll check off the habits that I did, and I'll be completely honest with myself and check off the habits that I didn't do to see my progress. Obviously, you're not going to follow that routine second, minute by minute. Shit changes day to day. Obviously, you're not going to get every single habit every single day. You'll get better as time goes on. That's all that matters, is that we stay consistent, we stay accountable. Let's get to work. Step 2, write down what it would look like if your goal was already achieved. So let's say you want to hit a new PR in the gym. You write down, I benched this amount of weight for this amount of reps. You get a clear picture of what that looks like. And then you take the next step of letting go of all of those thoughts that say, I'll never get there. I'll never bench that weight. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. All of these negative emotions, maybe some anxiety comes up. We need to meditate on those thoughts, on those emotions. Meditation is the practice of letting go. So sit in your meditation practice, realize this thought is temporary. It's not good or bad. It will pass, and let it go. Next, you want to visualize what you have written down. So visualize that goal already being achieved. Don't visualize yourself doing the fucking reps of the bench press or typing the fucking book on your laptop. Don't visualize yourself doing the work. Visualize yourself closing the laptop. I just finished this book I've been writing for the past year. Finish yourself racking the weight. I just hit this PR I've been wanting to hit for months. And then this is actually something I highly recommend you do, is show gratitude while in that visualization. Because if you remember, we need to amplify that emotion for it to stick in our mind as a long-term memory. And our subconscious mind learns from repetition and emotion. So if we visualize daily, and if you show gratitude and amplify that emotion even more, it will stick in your subconscious mind, stick in your body even more. Next, you want to be very aware of what is programming your subconscious mind right now. So remember, your subconscious mind has no concept of imagination and reality. So what kind of music are you listening to? What kind of TV shows are you watching? I realized that listening to certain Juice WRLD songs were like listening to negative, sad affirmations. And I noticed that watching Regular Show, that's one of my fucking favorite shows, but I had to stop watching certain episodes because Mordecai was being such a fucking simp, and I just don't want to be a simp in my life. That's not the goal that I want to achieve, is become a fucking simp. Therefore, I had to stop watching certain episodes. I had to stop listening to certain songs, stop watching the news because I didn't want to be in a state of fear all the time, get off of social media. I had to be very careful. I still am very careful of the things I consume, both mentally and physically, but especially mentally, because your subconscious mind is always on. It is always recording, and it especially records those emotions. So be very aware of what emotional states you feel while doing certain things, while watching certain shows, all that shit. You know what to do. Next, you want to create an affirmation. I highly recommend you create one affirmation. You can create a few, but let's say you want abs. So you tell yourself, I have a six-pack, I have a six-pack, I have a six-pack. You need it to be in the present tense. As I said before, your subconscious mind has no concept of past and future. So if you're always saying, I will have a six-pack, then you will always believe, I will have a six-pack. You don't believe, I have a six-pack. So you need to say it in present tense. So I have a six-pack, I am in shape, whatever it is. Keep it short and sweet, and then try to mentally picture what you were imagining in your visualization so you can amplify those affirmations. You can combine the thoughts and emotions. And then, I don't know if I mentioned this yet in the video, but your thoughts, emotions, and actions create your reality. And as I said before, your subconscious mind is your autopilot thoughts, emotions, and actions. So we need to reprogram the subconscious thoughts, emotions, and actions through thoughts, emotions, and actions, through repeating different thoughts, emotions, and actions for 21 days straight, to be exact. So we need to repeat new thoughts, affirmations, new emotions through visualization and affirmation, and then new actions, which is just checking off our habits off of the habit tracker, sticking to that daily routine. Add these practices, affirmations, visualization, meditation. Add these 3 practices into your daily routine before you are doing the things that you need to do to achieve your goal. So if you are trying to become a world champion boxer, before you go into the boxing gym, do those 3 things. Meditate on all those thoughts saying, I'm not good enough, my genetics aren't good enough, I'm not strong. All of this shit, let it go. That it's all temporary. It's all shit that you aren't physically controlling. You aren't trying to think those thoughts. They just happen. They're all happenings. Let them go. Then visualize yourself holding that world champion belt with the affirmations. I am the world champion. I am the world champion. I am the world champion. I am disciplined. I am strong. Whatever the fuck it is, bro. You say them to yourself. You feel the positive emotions. You use the affirmations, visualization, meditation. And then the final step is to recreate that sort of state of being while taking action. So of course, you're going to get those negative thoughts, those negative emotions, those limiting beliefs will come back. The anxiety always comes back when you're doing the hard work. You need to let it go, and you need to remember how you felt in your visualization. You need to think the thoughts of affirmations. You need to start fucking believing in yourself. Fix your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and nothing will stop you. Repeat these things for 21 days straight. Once you do that, it becomes a part of your subconscious mind. It becomes a part of who you are, and your life will never be the same.